Ooh, almost hit my head on a crane. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more Splatoon 2. Last time, we had some pretty good success with the NZAP, wouldn't you say? Some pretty nice duck shooting. I really gotta commend Yoshiller on that intro, by the way, and that weapon bio. That thing was amazing. This time, we are back in Octo Canyon once more. Look at just how far down that goes and just the scope of this place. I love it. I don't think no, I have not been over that way. I see grates, and you know me, I love being grating. Gonna turn into a human or not a human, turn into a kid once again, and go to the floating garden chasing heartache. How dramatic. I could really use more data on this weapon. Can you use it for a bit? I know what stage this is. Believe me, your emotions will never be the same on the other end of it. So right here, we're gonna use our dually rolls. Get used to using those again. Been a while since we've really gotten to use the hero dualies in a great capacity. A Tentacook after it. Tentacooks are one of the worst enemies in the game. They skate all around, dropping splat bombs as they go, and they avoid your shots at all costs. You wanna use your curling bombs, getting close, dodge rolling, and all of that good stuff. He's got a key on him. What is the Beaster selling today? We have D.I. Zuix with a side of Jizzy. Oh God, that's awful. Jizzy Lidzy, and 5-6 Osua. And I'm sorry, I don't speak cursive. I remember in school always being told, like, you're going to need to know cursive, Emil. That's the only way you're going to get a job when you get older. And you said I was wasting my time by sitting on the computer all day. Screw you, old people. You genuinely never know what you're talking about. But you know what I mean, I always got acted like, I was just messing around, wasting my life on the computer, and other kids were like, yeah, you should go into a real career, like sports. I might be a little bit of a bitter nerd. Anyone else dislike? I kind of feel like being a nerd predisposes you to not like sports, so one was that I was not exactly the most fit child. And I was also consistently one of the shortest kids in my class, so I was always having to play sports with kids that were twice my size. So I was always gonna get murdered no matter how well I practiced. That was really disheartening. There was the fact that the kids that played sports were always like, more legit than me and all this stuff, and they were the ones that were getting everything, and the school was always promoting our sports teams, and I remember we got a big budget increase and it all went to a giant scoreboard for the football team, and our football team never even won any games anyway. That was kind of another thing, was that we lost every single game in my senior year, and yet the team was caught doing steroids, which I thought was really pathetic. I'm like, wow! You'd have to suck out loud to still, okay, no. I don't want to get into a talk about that though, but still I don't know. And then sports always preempted my Saturday morning cartoons where I'd miss the latest episode of Pokemon because, whoops, in the real world, baseball is more important than what you want, little Emil. I always feel like there was always some reason for me to dislike sports when I was a kid. It seemed like it always got in the way of something, and it didn't really seem no matter what I did, it was just always my mortal enemy. Also didn't help that my mom was super into them, and I always liked staying up late on weekends, and she'd get up early on Sunday to watch football and always be screaming at the TV and wake me up on 3 hours of sleep. Other people liking sports just ruined every aspect of my childhood without end. I feel like after enough things in a row, I wasn't getting into it out of spite. Over here, go over there. You're just running back and forth. You're not as bad as I thought you were, actually. As I keep hitting them, they're not really that bad. Go up. Still have not seen Hide Nor Hair of the Sunken Scroll. Let's dodge roll into you, do that quick little movement tech that I was talking about. There's a mason jar in there. See something down there. It looks like it's pretty easily accessible. You're just eggs. This looks like an easy collectible. Whatever this is. It's the Sunken Scroll? Actually? Got a key there. I'll explore this area a little bit more. There's a lot of eggs on it. I can at least launch my curling bomb to go pick them up for me. Nothing, nada, zip, zero, zilch. Animal Crossing got me into saying that, and if you picked up on that, holy cow. We should get drinks together or something. Go, go, go. All that in there. Soak your feet in my fluids, thank you. And then, let's throw a Splat bomb at you. Nice and easy. No need to even approach in a situation like that. Final checkpoint. No? Still running away. Oh, wow, a lot of you. I see the Sardinium. Wow, it's a party. One of you has it. You're blending it. You're blending it not very well. I'm sorry to say to you. Getting all of you. So that guy had the key. This guy's got 10 missiles. I can hit all of you with that. I'm not gonna get those eggs, unfortunately, unless the blasts are large enough. Maybe. I think I did. Huh. Another key. Pop your balloon so that you can know everlasting despair as you rest in your grave. And we'll go up here. Get the collectible, nice. And we are all good to just rush on through. I even got a meal ticket in the process, so I know for a fact I didn't miss any little thing at all. Whoa! I mean this in the best way possible. It impresses me so much how much you all seem to know all of the time. I know someone's gonna tell me like, hey, here's an egg you didn't pick up, and I'm just gonna be like, how you know that from memory is incredible. The human limit when it comes to speedrunning and just passion for games, I think it's a wonderful thing to see. Major changes but to regulations by the powers that be have led to a call for the complete replacement and overhaul of all special weapons. Designers and manufacturers are struggling to comply with this new regulation. This is referring to special weapons in Splatoon 1, a subject that I touched on a little bit earlier in the NZAP video. There is not a single returning special from Splatoon 1. Even the bomb rushes work differently. This is basically just because it was possible to become a one-man army. A lot of the specials were big game changers that would let you have a say in whatever was going on all on your own. There's the Ink Strike right there. If you don't know what an Inkzooka is, don't look it up. You will throw up in your mouth a little bit. Some might like the chaotic nature of Splatoon 1 and how off the wall it felt. But personally, they were a little bit too powerful for how often you got a hold of them. I think that this is ultimately better for teamwork. Now with a great time at Octo Canyon all done, we are a mere 2 Zapfish away from the next Octo boss. We're going home to Inkopolis Square, and on the way, let me tell you about a new weapon class. A whole new way to play, the Splat Brella. Serving as the tank. It fires 6 shots in the form of a scatter shot round if the trigger is pressed. This has varying degrees of damage, anywhere from 14 to 81 damage! Before you say, I want to see the heavier version of this weapon, while 81 damage sounds like a lot, there's a delay and the bullets are invisible until they're practically on the target. So it's unlikely to hit any kind of moving target with that much gusto. Point blank is the best way to pull off high damage, but is rarely doable. This is a weapon all about follow-up and revenge kills. 81 is a golden number, following up virtually any attack for a kill. From a single ink brush swing to minimum damage from a burst bomb, it's got you covered. Particularly, a Brella teaming up with a Bamboozler is quite dangerous. Bamboozler has 78 range regardless of its charge and always hits for 30 base damage. This is a weapon that shows playing support isn't an insult. One shot uses up 1/15 of the ink, and it's quite nice at strafing. Umbrellas ain't heavy. It has no continuous fire, only shooting each time the trigger is pulled. If I had to liken the gunfire to anything, it would be a shotgun. This high damage attack is best used for a follow-up to strike down a foe damage with pretty much anything. If the trigger is held for 1/5 of a second after an attack, it then opens a canopy that blocks all forms of enemy attacks, but gradually drains ink as it's held. Upon being broken, it's an eternity of 6.5 seconds before it will return. The canopy deals 30 damage on direct contact with an enemy, meaning that a point-blank attack can one-hit KO when combined with the shot. You know by now that object HP is an ethereal concept that cannot be understood by our measly cephalopod brains, so I'll keep its workings just to the important points. It has 500 HP, but all weapons get different damage multipliers against it. Its HP is shown by how much of it has yet to be colored in. Shooters, dualies, and splatlings are particularly weak against it, while single high damage hits are strong. The biggest weaknesses are splashdowns, ballers, both contact and explosions, mind you, sloshers, blasters, chargers, and ironically, other Brellas. In fact, Brellas have extreme damage multipliers against objects to make them able to tank better against other object users. Holding for 2 seconds launches the shield, which between the shot, 2 seconds to hold, and then the deployment, requires 36% of the ink to use this move all on its own. It will then travel for 6.5 seconds or until broken. Contact with a moving shield is still 30 damage, it then gets knocked back and then travels forward again. The shield strangely only takes half as much damage once launched, so I guess you were the thing holding it back, in more ways than one. Launching actually isn't that nice. It's not as practical most of the time, and doing it means throwing away a perfectly good shield until it regenerates. It's mainly in the moveset to prevent the user from just holding up the shield as long as they have ink. It's mostly only useful for protecting a moving objective for precious extra points. This is a difficult to grasp, lifetime to master kind of weapon. It's like some kind of complicated tactical game of chess, and every time it gets into a fight. Time to splat is slow, and the shots are difficult to land. Plus, everything's got some sort of delay. The main loses ink from shooting, shielding, and launching, so it's a constant ink leech almost no matter what it does. It has some legitimate strengths almost no matter what it's fighting, such as just saying nope to a bomb explosion or a baller or a splashdown, and guarding itself as well as teammates. It requires careful time and ink management to do its job well, not to mention outprediction. The Brella is only as good as the player is at baiting opponents into wasting attacks against a perfectly timed shield. It's downright scary fighting against a Brella who has the mind games down. As a last strength, the Brella is super strong at super jumping, since it can land with the canopy already open, giving aid not only to itself, but whoever you were jumping to. I wouldn't recommend this weapon as strongly when playing with randoms. It's not terrible, but the way the game compensates for latency puts Brellas at a disadvantage, causing them to sometimes just go boom from behind the shield all because the other team had bad internet. It turns performance into luck of the draw, and that's something that just has to be accepted about it. In LAN play or when coordinating with teammates with good internet, the Brella reaches its full potential and becomes the timing game it was meant to be. Its sub-weapon is Sprinkler! It could serve as bait, but the main weapon is such a slow killer that it likely isn't going to keep the element of surprise. It's also rough to fight after tossing it since the Sprinkler uses 60% ink, and both shielding and individual shots use a lot. Really, the strongest draw of the Sprinkler is more frequent specials. Use it only when ink is obviously going to go without purpose for a while. And that special weapon that you're going to be spamming is Ink Storm! This holds a set area of the map while the Brella is annoying to get past. When putting the two together, it allows the Brella to just be a nuisance that can block from multiple sides. This plays support or takes over an objective in a few seconds. The 24 damage per second might not seem great at first, but when tossed so that enemies can't escape right away, it can really add up to help the Brella land one-shot kills, and that's welcome for such a slow-firing weapon. The Splat Brella gets it rough from the special charge department, taking 200 points to build it up combined with the poor turfing out of the main weapon. That Sprinkler is the way it'll get this, and that again requires careful ink management. Main power-up's effect for Splat Brellas is sped up shield regeneration. The returns are good, but it's generally best to just play around the Brella's HP rather than regeneration time, since you probably wouldn't choose to throw away the shield by launching anyway. Due to the special, I most heavily recommend Splat Zones for this one, but thanks to the good object damage, this certainly can do well in Rainmaker as well. The alternate kit is the Sorel Umbrella. Its sub is Autobomb, a much more capable sub that costs less ink than the Sprinkler. Unlikely to land a splat on its own, this has plenty of uses for the Brella. Answers questions before moving forward to make it hard for the tank to be surprised. Splash damage is 30, landing 70 damage is certainly more reasonable of a goal than expecting to land the impossible 81 and bridge that gap. Though it'll still often be 2 hits and a bomb to splat. Since this has any benefit to the main weapon at all, you're probably expecting the special to be not that great. You're wrong. We have a new special weapon, Splat Bomb Launcher. Allowing for 11 bombs maximum, this is exactly the same special as a suction bomb launcher, just with splat bombs. Getting it out of the way quick, special power-up is the same effect and returns compared to the suction bomb launcher, so it's the same in that way as well. Longer duration, 3 subs to get an additional bomb. Each bomb is worse object damage and painting compared to its older brother, but the quicker detonation time makes it more likely to catch someone off guard. Splash damage is also 30, so the same damage facts about the Auto Bomb and Brella apply here. Nothing else is gained by adding a Splat Bomb to the moveset aside from just having a harder bomb to react to some of the time. Remember that launchers don't lock out the main weapon, and you're still capable of pulling out the shield whenever the enemy is going to get the better of you in the middle of the special. When playing for a special above all else, this is a rare special, only showing up on 4 weapons. Sorel Umbrella is tied for the lowest charge, and it has an okay time building it up. Personally, I think the Suction Bomb launcher is just better in almost every way because it holds an area longer, coats the ground better, and the object damage is unmatched by any other attack in the game. But that's not to say that the Splat Bomb launcher is bad. It's still pretty good at all of those things, and it can be viewed as a necessary nerf for the few weapons that got it. This is a more fighting-oriented set, while still being able to play the special and splat zones. Technically, the special has the potential to bring back map control on any of these stages, but I've recommended it most highly on splat zone maps with a single zone and decent vantage points around the center. Since it'll come up, I don't recommend Inksaver sub for double auto bombs on this set because it's just not that helpful due to the extreme cost of the main weapon. Round and round, and where we go? Where do we stop? Even I don't know. Here are the League battle stages. Rainmaker Kelp Dome and Rainmaker Sturgeon Shipyard. Finally a new stage. Marina, you get this dopey smile every time we introduce this stage. I just love this place. All the heavy machinery reminds me of my childhood. I guess you did grow up in a subway tunnel with all the machinery that Octarians had. Hey man, I got my drills in hand and I'm gonna help you repair your Jeep. All it'll cost you is 50,000 gold and a kidney. Oh, today we're climbing all the way to the top to this great red intimidating packaging called League Battles. It's actually not as intimidating as it looks. I remember that this is a whole section of the game I didn't check out for almost a year after release because I was like, oh no, you know, rank battles, and then this is harder than that, what? I don't know if I want to go into that yet. No, it's really not. This is just what you do to play rank battles with your friends. There is a ranking system for it, but you're not putting your rank as an individual player on the line, and it just simply tells you how well you did after a session is concluded. And it tries to keep the battles challenging by matching you up with people with similar win-loss ratios. It's really not that bad. But what is kind of bad is the fact that you gotta socialize in order to do this. Luckily for me, I have a very good friend who is much more qualified to talk about today's weapon than me. There's a reason why I am playing the N-Parry Splat Dualies today and not any form of the Splat Brella. I have brought with me my good friend and editor of these weapon guides, Yo Schiller!
Woo! Hello, humans! I'm Yo Schiller, and I am so honored to be here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we're gonna have guests in some episodes because I cannot be good with every weapon, and I feel like the Splat Brella is one of those weapons that has a very high skill ceiling where fighting a scary Brella is really mean, but getting to be that scary Brella takes a long time. So it was a weapon that I never really mastered.
Yeah, so being completely upfront here before people call me out, I am traditionally a roller user. I love the roller very much. That's my bread and butter. If there was ever a different weapon class that I liked, it is the Brella. I don't really like using the guns, despite this game being a shooter game. I like rollers and I like Brellas. And the thing that made me really appreciate the Brellas was actually using them in Salmon Run. And then what wound up happening was I'd go to friends' houses or I'd use someone else's setups, and for one reason or another, my friends wouldn't want me to use a roller. They'd be like, oh, we already have a roller on our team. And it's like, we can have multiple rollers, but okay. So I'd go with something like the Splat Brella as a support weapon. And I grew to actually really like it. I haven't used it too much in my own copy of the game, but I have it, and I enjoy using it from time to time, so I'm actually quite excited to use it today.
Cool. All right, so how about you show us your equipment spread and what you chose? I can't actually see how you're dressed right now, so
You'll have to take my word for it. I'm recording my own footage, so everyone else will be able to see it. But it's as simple as this. I have been made fun of for wearing a bicycle helmet ever since Splatoon 1. And as such, I have embraced it. And all things considered, the equipment loadout for it isn't too bad. It's 2 ink recovery ups, 2 quick respawns. Pretty simple loadout, pretty good for most weapons. I figure it's probably useful for something like the Brella as well. Then beyond that, I tend to favor things that are prone to ink saving in general. I love ink saver mains, so this right here, whoops, I did not mean to back out, sorry. Alright, so we got the bicycle helmet, then I'm also wearing the white sailor suit. This is less about the fashion, more about the fact that it just happens to have 2 ink savers and 2 special power-ups. Just kind of useful. The special power-up doesn't really benefit me too much, considering my special is going to be a bomb launcher, but better to have it than to not have it. And then the last and most certainly not least thing is my shoes, which have special charge up and quick respawns. 2 special charge ups, 2 quick respawns. So people might notice that all of my equipment is 2 and 2. So I excel on these 3 or 4 stats and then nothing else.
I was gonna say that you're basing a lot of your build around spamming the bomb launcher, which, considering we're gonna be playing Rainmaker today, that'll be a really good Rainmaker popper to have on our side.
It's true, and then I have a lot of quick respawns because my whole thing, especially with Rainmaker, I actually like to be the one to get in and do the dirty work, and then when I die, I just come back and be a nuisance to the opponent, so I'm all for
To
that.
go over my equipment spread really quick, because I'm playing the N-Parry Splat dualies today, I wanted to play an alternate kit for a weapon that I didn't play before that I like. I went with comeback, some swim speed up, a little bit of quick super jump, and then I went really all in on the swim speed and the quick respawn, just because I can jump in, I can dodge roll away from attacks. I think combining quick respawn with comeback will just make me a real nuisance, so...
Yeah, and swim speed up's going to be the most useful thing you could ever have in a ranked battle. Despite that, I'm not loading it up myself,
not going to benefit dualies much, because you benefit from planting your feet in.
That's true, too.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and sign us up for a para-league battle. Let's do it.
You got it. I'll be right there.
Okay, here we are. With 88 seconds left on the clock, actually a little less now, we're going to say we're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready if you're ready. But it's weird because this used to be... At least in Splatoon 1, it was just regular battles and ranked battles. So whatever was in the ranked battle rotation was what you were playing here. But now they've split that into league battles, so it's a completely separate mode with different maps.
It used to be called squad battles, but they did affect your rank, meaning that you could piggyback off someone else or drag them down with you.
Yeah, and I'm S rank in every ranked battle mode except tower control where I'm X rank. I don't know if that's going to matter here, but I assume most of the people we're going up against are probably experienced players.
So the way that it goes on here is that we are fighting against other teams, so we're fighting with other people who probably have correspondence with each other. So our team is going to be us 2, and then also 2 other people who can talk to each other. You can also do quads where it's a team of 4 that has already been predetermined. So you're going to have things like people with tenta missiles communicating with each other and all that, being able to say like where people are and all that, doing call-outs. So the skill level, you're going to be seeing higher skill level here, basically.
For sure. I also appreciate that you can generally tell, at least when the match starts, which pair of people is together. So, like, both of those people have GL in their name.
Oh, we have another Yoshi here.
All right, Yoshi. Are you with me or are you against me?
I'm a little nervous. I have not played a league battle in a while, but I remember the last time. Oh, this stage! Sturgeon Shipyard is a new one, and it actually is completely different in Rainmaker than in all other modes. Very different terrain.
Yeah, Rainmaker here is actually a little tough, but I quite enjoy it for that reason.
So this is normally a really sandwiched together stage that doesn't really have a whole lot going, doesn't really have a whole lot of space between middle and spawn, but in Rainmaker they changed that where they made it a much, much longer stage where you have whole areas that don't exist in other modes. So it's kind of weird that this is our first time seeing it, so I'm not able to really contrast it.
Right, I'll grab it.
Okay, we scared him off.
Just to get some points on the board. And then, yeah, one of the best ways to get about this map, if you can do it, is to jump across this gap right here. But it's very difficult to actually make the jump because they're so heavy.
Oh, I love that. So, swim speed up makes jumps a lot more doable in Rainmaker. That's another reason why you'd want to stack a lot of that ability like I have.
Oh,
and there's also the fact that any kind of ledge, if you can just get on top of it, you will score points. Like, usually it's greatly more points than if you just ran along the ground. If there's a ledge near you, try to get on it.
For sure. And what's actually kind of fun about this map, too, is before you actually go on the ledge, you can hide behind the wall and just kind of, like, cower on the wall. God, can't get him. You can cower on the wall and just hide all the shots and kind of wait for your teammates to take out all the opponents before you try to do any jumps.
Yeah. I didn't quite dodge roll out of the way fast enough there. Mini Splatling got me, of all things.
I was about to jump, and I'm kind of glad I did it because it looks like you guys got washed out.
It was kind of a bloodbath, yeah.
Yeah, I can't
jump back. Go.
It's gonna take me a couple seconds to actually get acquainted with this weapon because I keep trying to go in for the kill when I realize I can be a bit more cautious considering I'm a Brella right now.
Yeah, it's all about timing and managing your cooldowns whenever you're a Brella. If you want to talk through what it is you're doing with the weapon, then I'd be happy to let you just kind of take the floor for a bit, though, because I'm playing a completely separate weapon.
For sure. So generally speaking, the idea with Umbrella is that you are playing support, and actually what would be most optimal is if I was defending the person carrying the Rainmaker rather than going for it myself. But sometimes, specifically in this mode, it's a little hard to coordinate who should do what. So it's often better for me to just like take the hit and grab the Rainmaker than for it to disappear! Okay. actually that's better because it was more in our base than it was in theirs.
I didn't hit any of my bullets there. Yeah, Rainmaker reset's not bad. It's more than a consolation prize, I'd say.
Right. So generally, as a Brella player, you want to play support, and hey, they broke open the shield for me. So I'm gonna try to go for the jump again.
Bad.
Made it across.
Wow. Okay,
died, but I made it across.
Use that ledge to your advantage. Oh,
Yeah.
right out of ink.
Yeah, it's okay. So generally, though, things like the auto bomb, you want to try to scope things out, see if anyone's around. If something is around, you can generally retreat, or you can go in and try to play defensively. And you kind of want to alternate between taking a shot, defend, take a shot, defend, take a shot, defend. Oh, and the most important thing, I haven't been able to do it yet because I keep dying, but if someone takes out someone that was going after me, I usually say booyah as a way of saying thank you.
Oh yeah, I do the same actually. I like
Okay.
booyahing. It just, I feel like it probably doesn't actually though, but I just feel like it raises team morale and makes people happier, so you just do it. Just
Oh, for sure.
Just in case it does, you know? Like, why would you not spread more good feelings in the world of Splatoon? Oh wow,
It was barely visible there, but I was able to defend my teammate for a second using
I
my
saw it
Brella
actually,
shield.
yeah.
Okay.
It was visible on my screen too.
Yeah, so generally, if you're not the one grabbing the Rainmaker and your teammate has it, your job then is to create a path for your teammate to follow. And with the Brella specifically, it's quite obvious where the path should be. Because, like, it's either follow where my Brella's about to be launched to, or just follow, stick to my back.
That was my first time falling out of bounds.
Ooh,
I thought I
throw
had more
down.
of a foothold there. I like whoever's placing these squid beacons. Our team composition is nice. We got curling bombs, we got squid beacons,
Right,
we got you
they are all down if you
Rainmaker.
want to try pushing forward. Oh, well, now they're alive. Here, I'll try to get
I guess
this
I'll
guy.
take it. I have not taken the Rainmaker once this game.
I'm working on it. My shield is down,
Yeah,
yeah.
that guy's dead.
I have not splatted a single player. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I got a double right there with the Rainmaker.
Nice!
They only got
Alright,
one alive. Let's go.
They were all down for a sec, so I'm jumping straight back to you.
Yeah, I'm just
Here I
gonna
come.
like rush this and get points.
All right, I'm going up the sponge, tossing an auto bomb. I got a shield for you.
Okay, I'm right at the goal. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, perfect shot. Money shot. Money shot.
Boom!
Money shot, baby.
Oh, I wish that was contributing to my rank, because that was a sweet match.
I didn't splat a single person that match, but I hope I was still able to contribute in some
No,
way.
you were. You shielded me when at the end right there, you were shielding the other guy with the Rainmaker. Oh, no, you got one.
It says I splatted one person. I don't recall doing that, but whatever. Must
Yeah,
have been
never
a
activated
mistake.
your special. Wow, we had
I know, that was not a
10
great match on my
missiles.
part.
That's the Honda missiles is what they call that.
Oh, fun. Yeah, the good news though, yes, it's unfortunate that your rank doesn't go up in this, but your rank doesn't go down either. So if we get completely bodied the next match, it'll still be
Yeah,
okay.
it comes about as fair play or something like that. I don't know. It's kind of amazing. English is my first language with how many things I say wrong and have never heard of.
It takes a true English expert to mess it up. Oh, I hope we go with Sleepy Boy.
Sleepy boy.
That's my man, Sleepy Boy.
Sleepy boy, come on, Sleepy boy. So we're on
There-
the other
oh,
stage
countdown?
right away. Good.
This is like one of the most universally good maps for all modes.
Yeah, like, oh, Sleepy boy and Blade Runner.
Yeah! Whoa, 2160. All right, this
We're
is
fighting
actually gonna be a little rough.
chaos.
This is
It's like
gonna be
chaos,
rough.
but with an X at the end of it, so it's even more extreme.
He must be quite. Oh, okay. I put an auto bomb up there. I'll toss another one. Hang on, let's see.
I'm gonna
What's
get
up?
out of here. Damn, I did not get out of there. I got
I
killed
was
with
able
the
to.
first
Okay,
bomb.
I can grab it. I'll go for it. All right. 3 of them are down. 3 of us are down. That's the main thing I pay attention to is how many players are down, because when 3 of them are down, that's when I deem it safe to grab the Rainmaker.
I'm glad you said that because that's a really good tip that I think a lot of new players don't notice is how good the squids at the top of the screen are. They convey so much information to you for free, and you can see like who's up, who has their special. If you know the game well, you can know what special that they're about to use. We're fighting against 3 Octo shots, by the way, on the other team. I just noticed that.
That could be a little dangerous for me specifically because they can overwhelm me. Oh, yeah, kind of like they're doing right now.
Yeah, we're just gonna be seeing constant ink jets on this.
Yeah, I, as a Brella player, can't do much against ink jets. Although, even as a roller player, I couldn't do much against them either.
Anything that can kind of go over your shield, such as the inkjet or a bomb, that's going to be kind of rough. They also got splat bombs as their sub-weapon, which is really quick to detonate. There we go.
Okay, here. Took an auto bomb over there, scare him off a little bit.
Okay. Are you getting bodied
yet?
yet?
Okay, I'm gonna go on defense for a sec.
I'm gonna go inkjet right here just to get this guy out of our base. Oh, frick, he slipped behind me. I thought I was in the safe place.
Pop the Rainmaker shield, it'll kill all of them. No, we're all down!
To get up top.
We're in trouble if we're all down.
Oh, yeah, we are.
Go get him, Autobomb!
Oh, no!
That's
well,
all I
short
can do.
video today.
All right, I guess that's it. Thanks for playing, everybody.
Damn. Well, I do want to thank you for, double KOs. I do want to thank you for helping edit the weapon guides. I think I did the first 8 except for the blaster, and after that it's been all you, so I thank you for making these videos look awesome, conveying the information well, just making this more doable, because there was I mentioned that this series had a lot of production problems, and it was because I was trying to be the only editor on it, and I got about 3 years into that and realized it's not going to work, and so you really saved this and allowed it to happen, so thank you for joining us.
I'm flattered. Thank you for the kind words. I love Splatoon. It's an honor to be part of this project. It's an honor to be able to edit the bios. You allow me to have some creative flexibility with it, so I appreciate that. And it was an honor to be part of your episode today, albeit it being short and me not properly showcasing the Brella, but I did what I could, so I'm glad we at least got a knockout there.
Do you want to do one more just cuz? Like, do you want to get another shot at the Brella?
Let's try it one more time, because I feel as though I haven't really been properly utilizing this weapon. Everyone's gonna look at it and be like, you didn't really do anything. I'm like, okay, well.
It's fine.
And
that
if
match
it
was like
doesn't look
30
good,
seconds long. Back to this map once again. Apparently we can perform well here.
You know, like I said, I like this one more for Rainmaker.
Sure, yeah. I think it's a nice change right here. We got 3 Dapple Dualies on the other side. What are these team comps? And they're also using the Tri-Slosher Nouveau and not the vanilla.
I mean, I love fighting the brave and the bold. Where'd he go?
Okay, he's dead. Oh, no, you don't.
I'm trying to
deal
with
yes,
the
you do.
bucket player right here.
Crap, okay, no, the Dapple Dualies are down. Got a man advantage right here. We got 2, 3, and we're grabbing the Rainmaker as they're coming up on the right side of the map.
Okay, I'll go.
And they grabbed the Rainmaker to just stall us out, I guess.
That's fine.
I'll take it this time.
You got it. I'll
No,
go
I won't.
defensive. That's good. I got bombs. I'll pop the shield. There you go.
I'm seeing they're kind of pushed back right now. I think this is kind of the time to make a move.
You got it. Okay, I guess I'm going this way so I don't get hit by the splashdown.
I was trying to pursue that guy and I just kept barely missing.
That's all good. We got a decent score on the board.
Damn it. Not playing so hot here. They're going to get the Rainmaker right here. They might even reset it, actually, because there's a lot of space where you can do that.
If they choose to reset it, that's fine. I just want to make sure they don't, you know, get too great of a push.
I can respect that. Always more honorable when you don't Rainmaker reset every single time it's in your base.
It's true.
I know you're there.
Get it out of here. I got it. I'm about to die. Yep. It's okay. I just wanted to get it out of that specific area, because as soon as they grabbed it, they could have gone for the jump and beaten their score.
Did the curling bomb right there. Good. Okay.
Okay, 3 of them are down.
Yeah, 3 of them are down. We only got... He got me from behind. This freaking Dapple Dualies. Holy cow. This Kingsman right there with the Dapple Dualies, he's been something else.
I'm about to sacrifice that Rainmaker if the shield's about to
I'm
pop.
not going to get near that. That's dangerous.
Yeah, okay. 3 of them are down again. I think that roller player on our team just got a bunch of them. Alright, so
yeah,
I'll
he did,
take
actually. The Dynamo.
Yeah.
Dying a lot this match, so you got the Rainmaker now.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was no ink on the wall for me to climb, so I just got stuck in a corner. It's all good.
Having to ink walls to move with the Rainmaker just makes it hard to do if you're not with somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
That Dapple just always waits until somebody grabs the Rainmaker, and they're always right behind you.
It's smart to do that, but they're not in the lead. So I don't know why they would want to do such a defensive approach like that.
Oh, I got him that time. I traded, but I still got him, and I got my quick respawn. Or my comeback, rather. My quick response not gonna activate if I get a kill. Good. I saw you get that.
Yeah, perfect.
Let's pop you.
Okay, I'll go ahead and make a path, since I'm actually more equipped to do that.
Okay, how about you take the floor, show us what you're doing.
You got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my bomb launch right now. I actually got someone with it. And I'm using this almost exclusively to try and ink a path up ahead, and now I'm gonna go on defense. I don't know, oh, there you are right there, perfect. So we really are just better on this map.
It really is just that, yeah, you were shielding me, you were using the bomb launcher to cause chaos, there was a guy coming up behind me, but with you clearing the way, I could just swim, and they couldn't shoot me.
Alright, well that was much better than the previous match. I'll gladly take 2 wins on that map, if it means getting...
I like the Octo girl on our team, she was cool looking.
Yeah, she was
I got
great.
1 kill and never used my special, I was just on Rainmaker duty in that one.
So I thought the roller player on our team was gonna be the MVP, but no, it was the Octo girl, so shoutouts to her.
Yeah.
Of course, you were the actual one that carried the Rainmaker, though, so as long as you're contributing at all, everyone was able to help us.
So what I've learned is
match.
that I should main the Rainmaker.
It's fine. Dude, that's A-okay on this mode. People who just use the Rainmaker can be godsends for a lot of these teams.
No one ever wants to grab it is the thing, though, so having someone who will grab it is kind of unusual. This is like the one mode where people don't rush the objective, I feel like, because no one wants that responsibility.
Oh, it's true. That's why I kept going in saying, I guess I'll do it. Even though as a Brella player, I really shouldn't be the one grabbing it, but sometimes, like, it doesn't matter. I'll just do it to get some points on the board.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. I think that was pretty fun. We got...
Yeah, I had a great time. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be part of this project. I'm looking forward to your future Splatoon 2 videos, because what people don't know is I edit the bios. I don't know what the heck Chugga's doing in the rest of the video, so I actually watch it like a regular fan any other time.
I could be dragging down your reputation. You wouldn't know it until it...
Yeah, for all I know, the very next episode, Chugga could be like, you know what? That Yo Schiller guy, who needs him? Get him out of here. I'll edit the bios myself from now. But no, it's been awesome to be part of the project. Thank you very much for having me.
Somehow I don't think I'll be taking that on, but okay. Thank you so much. Oh, you're in my Inkopolis square. You're socializing with the Octoling girl. How cute.
Yeah, maybe she likes my bicycle helmet. Someone has to.
She has the same hair color as your bicycle helmet, so maybe you're just talking about like, ooh, our heads are both very similar.
Well, was she the person that was just on our team in that league battle?
Yeah, she was, so it makes
okay,
sense.
that's why we're the same color then.
She's running a lot of main power up on the hero shot with opening Gambit. I can't say it's a build that I would recommend though, but hey,
that's
we won.
That's a little overkill, but I can, hey, it worked. I can respect it at that point.
Well, I think that's about it for now. Next time on Splatoon 2, it's a surprise. See you guys then. It could apply to anything.
Bye-bye, humans.